welcome to this episode of Game Creation, and it's a little bit of a shorter video today because we're just going to be talking through the actual folder that I use for games and applications, and just talk really briefly about how to kind of lay things out. A little bit of a boring video, but it's really helpful for later on to make sure you have your project organised, you know where everything is, and you're not searching through your computer to find something that may have been lost. So let's go to it. So I've shown my folder for this project, and this is the one I've been using. I didn't use it up until version 0.10 because I put them in separate folders, but as soon as I had assets, I needed them all to be in the same folder so they could read from the same asset folder. And all I do is just change the version number, and really moving away from Clickteam, I use a versioning system or Git with all my other code. And what Git does is it allows you to have one file, but it saves and remembers all the changes you've made to it. So if I think to myself, oh, hang on, I had a bit of code for that I deleted a month ago. With Git, you can just go back a month, find the bit of code that you want, and then it's safe. With Clickteam, there's no real versioning control, there's no way of going back, so you just kind of store them as separate files, which is not as good, and it's not good for collaborations and things like that, but it's good enough for now. And maybe in Clickteam Fusion 3 they will address that, although I've not heard any rumours that they will. So these are each of the files. They're pretty self-explanatory, and if they're all in the same folder, then they can read the same assets, which is really helpful. And the assets folder just has, so far for our game, the array for each of the tiles, the font that we imported, and then the dialog box. Now later on I might think to myself that I've got an awful lot of text files, so really I want them all in the same place. I mean, it's not too difficult to find what I'm looking for because I can just click the type button and it puts them all by type, and I can obviously search as well. I always keep my graphics separately. Now, we haven't got any graphics for this game yet, but I will have probably Photoshop files for the sprites and stuff, so that would be in a separate folder. And just keeping everything neat and keeping everything in the same place, so everything is in this current project folder. So if I'm looking for something, I know exactly where to come. And I have loads of different projects and loads of different things that I do. And I normally, or sometimes I have ones that, I do maybe a few hours on every month, or even ones that I do a few hours on every year. And if I can go into them and they're all organised a similar way, obviously some applications needs different things, but they're all organised very nicely. Something you might see is that people have loads of folders, and they kind of do an underscore to move it to the top, or put a Z in front of it to move it to the bottom, and that's absolutely fine. But keep the MFA file, the Fusion file at the top, and then anything else you use, keep it underneath. Now, a lot of people that I've seen on Clickteam keep all the assets, like the fonts and stuff, in the same folder, and there's absolutely no need. I think that's really, for me, very messy to have everything all in the same place. It's nice to be a bit more organised than that, and it's just easier to find the assets. And then when I'm ready to do the game, all I have to click on is this one, and then import it into the project that I want to be working on. So, as I said, it's not the most inspiring video that I'm going to do, but I think it's necessary to go through that. We're going to be talking more about how you actually get this game ready to export in tomorrow's video, and obviously Thursday and Friday's video as well. So I look forward to seeing you then. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to see more from us, please click subscribe. We release videos every single weekday at 7 PM UK time. Thank you.